Hello and welcome back to Nat Scraps. My name's Natalie Baconic and today we are on day 13 of Christy's Beautiful Life's 30 Days of Sketches. Today's sketch is by Erin Dallas. Thank you so much, Erin. If you're out there and happen to hear this, thank you so much for a wonderful, inspiring sketch. So I am bringing in all my photos for this one. We're back to the wedding. The next few layouts are all wedding. I just got my hands on the professional photos, guys. How exciting. I don't know about you guys, but getting your hands on them, being one of the early people to get your hands on the professional photos is amazing. And even what's more amazing than that is I can just print off, I've got the link and can print off whatever photos I want from this. This is the photos from Morgan Lee Photos, which is a Victorian photographer here in Australia. I do want to mention her because she did an amazing job on the day and the photos are just amazeballs. I am delving into my stash. I have a tiny little bit of this Forever Now collection left. It's the one that's got that pretty floral paper that I've been hoarding. There's a mix and match that I've got in the background there, but this is all going to change. I eventually find I have some bulk papers from the cassette range, and it had not occurred to me to have a look at the cassette range until I went looking for mulberry papers, some patented papers in mulberry, and I was lucky enough to have a whole bulk pack of this pink stripy one here that has the most beautiful stuff on the other side. So that is going to get so used up in the next couple of weeks, I can tell you that much. Now, if you don't know about Christy's Beautiful Life, then I'm not sure if you've watched any of my videos in the last few weeks, because that's all it's been. But please check the link down below. It's a Facebook group with a sketch a day for the month of October, and you can play along at home. You don't have to record them, you don't even have to photograph them, but you can grab the sketches, be inspired, and all that good stuff. So I really, really encourage you to check out Christy's Beautiful Life's 30 Days of Sketches and check out what everybody else is doing, because there's so much inspiration in that group. It is unbelievable. Thank you, Christy. And as I said, this one is by Erin. Now, all of the sketches this month have been done by people in that group. So Christy puts a call out months and months before the actual 30 days of sketches, and people can contribute and make sketches for this. So they're all exclusive to the 30 days of sketches, which is amazing. Now, I've found this mulberry paper with the stripe here, and I'm changing out now my background paper from the white to French vanilla, which is, it's only just off white. It's just a slight difference, but it's not quite as stark as white is, and it's very nice to put under more vintagey things. The reason I've done that is this paper that I've chosen to bring in, which is the cassette paper. It's the other side of that bulk paper, and it has a creamy background. So when you put it on white, it makes the white look even like, well, white is stark, but it makes it look really, really, really stark. So here I am trying to stick to that sketch. I did have it up there in the corner for a while. It has sort of a very long photo and then 3 or 4 other photos on that side and a big photo there on the left. Now, I'm doing well with the big photo, guys. I've that tick on the big photo. The long photos and the journaling blocks and the bits and pieces on the other page, I'm not doing quite so well with. And as you see me go along here, you'll see me change it up a bit. And in the end, it's not really much like the sketch. So I do apologize. I change things and change them until it works for my photos, and I think it looks beautiful there on the end, but it isn't much like the sketch. I do that a lot, and I apologize, but I do. In the end, I keep saying to people, a sketch is there to give you a jumping off point. It's there to give you a starting point that you can get inspiration from. It's not there that you have to copy every single detail and make it look exactly like. It's there so you guys can get something that inspires you and you end up creating something that you love. So if you're like me and your layouts don't quite end up like the sketch, then that's okay. I'm giving you permission to change it up and do what you will with it. Now, some of these sketches, I take one part of the sketch. I don't even take the sketch as a whole. I take one part of the sketch, and that's where I get my inspiration. So be what it may, you do you, and I will attempt to do me. If you haven't figured this, I nearly put that photo on upside down. If you haven't figured this out, this is the bridal party at the wedding. I just adore this photo that the photographer got of the whole wedding party, really mocking my nephew and his wife. It was straight after the ceremony, straight after they've done the big kiss, you know, and all that. And here they are kind of mocking them while they have their kiss. It's a hilarious photo, and it shows the fun and how good-natured this whole bridal party was. Okay, what else am I up to? My journaling on this is basically that I have the names of the journaling party. Oh, griping that. Figure it out at the bridal party. Excuse me, having a little mini meltdown there. So I've got the names of the bridal party. How hard it was for me to decide whether to put it's Catherine and Mitchell, the bride and groom, whether to put Catherine and her maiden name or Catherine and her married name. Like, it was, because this is after they're married. So she's now doesn't have her maiden name. She's now married and changed names. It was really hard, guys. It was really, really hard to choose. What would have you done? I'd love to know in the comments whether you would have used the maiden name or the married name in this. On the setting in the reception, it actually had her maiden name, because I looked at that after I'd done this, and I'm like, oh, that's got her maiden name at the reception. But like, by the time you get to the reception, she's no longer that name. Or I suppose you don't change it until you legally change it. Or maybe she's staying with her maiden name, which is not something that had occurred to me until right then, which I need to ask. Let me know. That was a lot of blabbing for not much information really there. But I would love for you guys to tell me what you think I should have done, what name you think I should have used there. Pop it in the comments and let me know. But while you're down the comments, guys, I want to say first, thank you for all the wonderful comments I'm getting, and all the wonderful comments for my son, who, if you don't know, has been editing some of my videos. And while you're down there, hit the subscribe button. Yep, I'm really trying hard to get those numbers up. We're always trying, us YouTubers. Play along with us, hit the subscribe button, and you can also hit a notification button which tells you when there's videos being uploaded, and you'll get like a little ding ding, and you'll know that there's something going on or a new video that is of interest of you. So that's always interesting to do. Yeah, so leave a comment, hit the like button, subscribe, all those good things. We would love to have you hang around here more often. To decorate this page, you've seen me bring out several different things. So there's the Cassette die cut pack, which is absolutely beautiful. It's a heavy cardstock that has like newspaper printing or vintagey printing on, which is really, really cute. And you can see several elements that I've pulled out and put aside of those. And then I figured I'd need some flowers. So I actually went to the extent of making some flowers, not raiding my leftover flower box today. And I made all these layered up flowers. I just die cut them. This is from a die cut collection we had, I think last year before the 2 catalogs ago, I think this one was, and I just grabbed a piece of paper from the cassette range, that bulk paper that I have there, and I cut nearly a whole sheet up, and what I don't use will go into my flower box, and that will go there for next time I'm looking for just 1 or 2 flowers. So you can see here that I'm just working on clusters. I'm doing one larger one for the left-hand page, and I'm doing some smaller ones for the right-hand page. And once I've figured out those layers and how I think they're going to go together, I will start gluing those together, and then I will give them a little bit of form. So you can see here I'm using the glue. I'm going to use a little bit of blending around the petals. So on the pink ones, I'm using a little bit of black, and on those patented paper ones, well, both of them are patented paper, but on the ones with the pictures on it, maybe I could say the whiter background, I'm using some pink on it just to add a little bit of pink color there. And then I'm going to glue them and layer them up. I wonder how long this is going to take. Let's cut a little bit of this out. I'll be back in a sec. And with the magic of YouTube, I have fast forwarded to where I'm molding the flowers. So you can see here I'm using just a pokey tool, and I'm rolling up the corners of those flowers, and then I stick something in the middle of it and kind of really depress the center of that so the edges sort of come up and the bottom falls into a bit of a dip. And then once I've done that, I just go around the outside where there's a bit of a hollow area, and I'll put just a few little foam dots there. And what happens then is that when it gets to the page, it's not going to immediately just go flat again. There's some dimension behind there to hold the form, and then when I adhere them to the page, I will glue only in the center where I want it depressed and hitting the page itself. Okay, so I've got all those. I cut out a little bit more out there for you guys because honestly, I don't think you want to watch 5 minutes of me making flowers. And I'm going to add a few of the bits and pieces that I haven't already added to the page, including these little border strips. So they're the border strip off that cassette bulk cassette. Guys, that word is so hard for me to say every single time. Off the paper set from that collection, and I'm going to stick them down and trim them off, and then I'll be able to adhere the other few little bits and pieces that are not yet down. When putting embellishments on a page, there's several things that you can look at and do to make the eye travel around the page. So we quite often talk about threes being on the page in a triangle. We talk about, you know, that magic triangle that works around. But today I'm just working on a straight diagonal. So left to right, up and down. You notice I went to put that little sign that had the bridal party people down the bottom. If I'd done that, the page would not look anywhere near as balanced, and the eye wouldn't have traveled anywhere as easily. By having one embellishment sort of up the top and one embellishment down the bottom-ish, I know they're not right down the bottom and up the top, but that helps your eye just go from top to bottom and across the page. I did a few splatters there while I was garbaging about eye and triangles and that stuff. My apologies, I get sidetracked really easily. And I did those just with the mist ink, which is the same color as the leaves on the page and the same color as those zip strips as well. And then I'm just bringing in the tiny little details, guys, that will finish this off. So there is not much more left to go on this one. Thanks again for persevering with my bad voiceover and rushed job that I am doing to get these layouts out on time and on the day that they need to be out. I appreciate those that keep coming back and keep watching all of the videos. Fast forward to having the majority of the stuff glued down and on the page there. A few final little details. I'm whipping around the edge just with the mulberry ink just to soften those edges and give a little bit of a border. I will also come in with a few enamel dots and add those around. So I come in with some white ones and also some mulberry coloured ones, and I'll place them including sort of in the centres of the flowers just to help those centres pop a little bit on there. I thought I was doing that right. Now here I go. There we go. There's the mulberry. Now I keep going for the purple. These photos actually printed a little bit to the purple side rather than the slightly pink side. And in other layouts, you will see the dresses are more a pinkier color. I don't know whether it was the printer or any color correction that the photographer might have done on these photos. Either way, I went looking for the purples. Here is a slowdown, and one final thank you guys for sticking through this with me. Please head over to Christy's Beautiful Life, check out the Facebook page, it's all in the description, and hopefully we'll see you guys for day 14 tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, guys. Bye.